Hi, my name is Rich, and I have been a pest control technician for over 27 years. And I'd like to share some experiences with you today that may assist you if you have to deal with rodents or with a certain insect. Today we're going to talk about rodents first. I got an irate call one day from a customer who lived in a $5 million house in one of the beach cities in California. He wouldn't tell me what the problem was, but wanted me to get there immediately. Upon arrival, we went up to the second floor, and in the bedroom where the satin sheets and pillowcases were, there was 5 rodent droppings on the pillow where his wife's head had been that night before. Upon seeing this, she was hysterical, noticeably, and told her husband that she would not sleep in that room until we got rid of the problem. I put rat traps out to catch the rodents. The problem was they weren't going for the rat traps. We even took some of the dog food because they would have the dog food and water close to their bed. We even took some of that and put it on the traps, but that didn't work either. So I called my supervisor. Now, that's kind of a phrase that I coined because I made more money than he did being on a route, and I only had to work 5 days and he had to work 6. So I said, well, you got to be stupid to take that kind of a job. But he really is a nice guy and he wasn't stupid. So he came over and we assessed the situation and put out more rat traps in different areas. We still didn't catch anything. The customer was getting very impatient. So I asked myself the 3 rules that I used throughout my career in pest control. How are they getting in? What are they eating? And where are they living? Well, I knew what they were eating. I didn't know where they were living, but I wanted to know how they were getting in. So I did an inspection on the outside of the house down low and couldn't find any place that the rodents were getting in. So I got on a ladder, went up on the roof, and found that they had recently installed a washer and dryer. The technician cut a hole in the home to put the dryer vent outside for vent, and he didn't seal the hole. So the rats, you could see the rub marks where the rats were running through the hole, and I took some wire mesh, sealed up the hole, and I went on the inside and inspected the laundry area, which we had never done before. That's a hint, is you need to really do a thorough inspection. We put rat traps in the area. I put out 5 rat traps, caught 3 rats that night, and that solved the problem. So the tips I would like to give you are, if you have a pet, make sure that you do not leave extra food in the dish, especially if this is an outside animal. You're going to draw other critters to the area to get a free meal. If you have pet foods, keep them stored in a large plastic container with a sealable lid. The other thing would be to help monitor the situation are to put out glue trays along the sides of the walls of the house, especially in the corners. I mean, not in the house, but the garage. And this will help to monitor the situation. You can call a pest control company. That's a very good thing to do, especially if they know how to rodent proof. You can ask them if they know how to do rodent proofing, because the garage door is one of the key areas that needs to have a good seal to the ground. I've also seen some people leave their garage door open for ventilation. This is not a good idea because this is inviting insects and rodents into the garage area. So you want to be very careful of that. So rodent proofing, I could spend a whole hour talking about rodent proofing. The fireplace, where the plumbing goes into the house, where the electrical goes into the house, some of the other areas that we've had a problem with in the past. So the next thing I'd like to talk about are bed bugs. Bed bugs infestations have been on the rise in the last 15 or 20 years. It's been getting worse. We almost had this insect eliminated, but in 2011 they had more occurrences of bed bug infestations in hotels, motels, dorm rooms, nursing homes, places like this. So here are some tips to be careful to protect yourself. One of the first things is to Google the hotel where you're going to stay and put bed bugs after it to see if anybody has complained about a bed bug infestation in that hotel. The next thing would be when you get into the hotel room, you can pull back the sheets and inspect the mattress, especially in the crease areas where the mattress is gathered together, and see if there are any bed bugs, eggs, any signs of any bed bug activity. Of course there is. You want to get out of there quick. Once you stay in the room, just because you don't find anything on the mattress doesn't mean that it doesn't have bed bugs. One very extremely important point is never put your suitcase on the bed, on the chair, on the dresser. Put it on the little stand that is provided, and put the stand on a towel. Put some either essential oils or Vaseline about 4 or 5 inches up on each leg, and then put your suitcase in a trash bag and seal it with tape. And you can put essential oils around the hole to keep the insects away. Use essential oils on your body that will ward off insects. That is a natural way to keep insects off of your body. The next thing you want to do is, when you get home, is to wash all of your clothes in hot water and to take a hot shower to make sure you didn't carry any of these insects home. You can also use a glue tray underneath the bed, underneath the dresser in your home. Make sure it's not in an area where children or pets can get into them, because it'd be very messy. But this is a good monitoring tool to see if you have anything crawling around that that is unwanted. One of our customers went to a very respected, very well-named hotel, and she got a call the next day saying that the hotel room she had been in had bed bugs because they found a lot of blood staining on the sheets when they went to change the sheets. She had over 200 bed bug bites on her body, and over 75 on one arm alone. So it was very extensive. The hotel had to, it cost them a lot of money to get the whole situation eradicated. So those are my tips. Sleep well and don't let the bed bugs bite. Thank you.